Sulibreaks.
My name's Sulibreaks, and I'm a poet, writer, entrepreneur, but overall my goal is just to inspire people. A lesson that I've learned this year, I mean, it's a lesson that I've always known, but I guess I've reaffirmed it this year, is like, it's Nike, just do it, you know what I mean? Just do it. I've always known it, but I think as you get through different stages in your career, you get comfortable or you start to become familiar with doing things a certain way. Things that we see is done by people, you understand? It's not magical, and sometimes we're so afraid to do things because we're thinking, oh, there's all these intricate processes and all that stuff, but you're a person as well, and like, you shouldn't doubt your capability to do these things. They're not as complicated as everyone thinks they are. More and more, I'm reinforcing the idea of just do it and then figure it out. Arguably one of my favorite books, The Alchemist, you know. It just allowed me to look at reading or life in a different way. I read it in one sitting. I was getting on a bus, and by the time I'd finished the journey, I'd finished reading the book. An amazing book. I feel like for me, law was always what I was supposed to do because I was good at academically, but I never really wanted to pursue it. I always wanted to do even English literature in some capacity, but there was this idea of security and traditional understandings of what professional careers are. So when I graduated, I was at this kind of crossroads where it was like, I try and pursue what I've been told is the right way, or I try and pursue what I feel is the right way. Someone said something great the other day. They was like, sometimes you're given a job and sometimes you make a job. You know, and I felt like I wanted to at least give myself the opportunity to try and create that path for myself. The biggest obstacles I face creatively is, I think every creative has it, is that perfectionism. It's never right, it's never ready, it needs to be improved a little bit more, or we need to tweak that and tweak that. So it just stops you from getting things done. And for me, like I said, I've adopted the mentality of that it's never going to be my best work, it's never going to be perfect, it's never going to be great. Just get it done and let the world respond to it, you know? Because even the stuff that I think is great, I put it out, then a year later, I'm like, oh, this is so trash, you know? So I feel like that's my creative experience.
We can relate to that too.
Yeah. I think I want them to walk away with an emotion. You know, whether it's negative, whether it's positive, I want them to feel something. I think the worst thing is when you create art and it doesn't evoke anything inside someone, you know? So for me, the most important thing is that it stimulates something inside you and you think about that feeling in association with my art. Why did I become who I? Because the stars aligned, you know what I mean? The world said it needed someone like me, and the stars aligned. And as a person, you have something that you do, and when you do that specific thing, you get this kind of feeling like, this is right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like with what I do, like sometimes when I'm on stage or sometimes when I'm writing, often or not, I get that affirmation that this is what you are supposed to do. You know, I'm not saying you was born to do it, but at that moment in time, I get that feeling of like, this is what you're supposed to do. And yeah, I think that's what made me who I am in some capacity.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
That's what we got.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Where's the Rasta pasta? Let's eat, man. I'm hungry, though.